You're watching Drakewing Gaming. Enjoy the video. Hey guys and gals, so today is the day of my big move and I'm coming at you with more of in case of emergency. So, whew man, since we're Enter Furry World is out of the way, I'm going to be doing more in case of emergency, so yeah. Anyway y'all, yeah, I'm in the process of moving right now. I'm probably on a plane and such. Yeah, it's, when this video goes up, yeah, I'll definitely be on a plane, but, man, it's crazy to think a big, huge change in my life happening right now, but I'm happy to still be coming at you guys with more content, so yeah, let's go ahead and just jump right back in, alright? Alarm Chan, you are up, and let's go. There we go, okay, okay. Yeah, I was supposed to graduate my last semester, but I didn't. That's why I'm here, right now. She shrugs. Not a problem. The machine gets all its information from the registrar. It says what it says. Someone gently elbows you aside from behind. Wes pushes past you with his bags of snacks, Parmesan and jalapeno crisps, packs of almonds, and peanut butter cups, and dumps his haul on the counter. I'll take the soap, too. He pulls out several crisp 20s and hands them to the cashier. That should be enough, right? The cashier blinks in surprise, nods, and Wes scoops up his goods and jerks his head towards the soap. Thanks. Wes waits for his change. The university store is overpriced, but not by that much, and is already heading out the door by the time you've recovered. You awkwardly nod to the cashier as you take extra long strides to catch up. Hey, can I pay you back for the soap if you want? It's just one thing of dish detergent, man. It's what, $20? It is definitely not $20. So, where are you headed? Need a lift? Why is he being so nice to me? Oh, whoa. What's up with this guy? What does he want from you? Just being a bro, people are motivated by self-interest. Yes, please. Yeah, I could use a ride, thanks. I should probably stop by the registrar and get my student status fixed. Wes's sleek black electric car is aggressively ostentatious in its subtlety. He drops you off just outside the administrative building. You can hear arguing as you approach. So, if you like, you could just talk to Dave for me. No, Luke, I'm not going to ask Professor Gavinthorne to bump your A to A- to an A. I'm not saying you should ask him. I'm not going to tell the professor to raise your grade. We can't do that here. You have to talk to him yourself. I told you, Dave hates my guts. He's threatened by my intellect, I swear. Luke's ears perk up as he sees you approach. Kieran, good to see ya. Bureaucracy, am I right? Agreed, bureaucracy. Like that. Tell me about it. They couldn't give me a student discount at the store because my status was marked wrong. Not you too. Can the system get anything right? Take me for example. I was supposed to get an A in this class, but this guy Dave, Professor Gavinthorne, yeah, put me down for an A-. It's not so bad. It could be worse. Look at my grades, all A's and one aberrant A-. It seems more likely that all the other A's are mistakes or that the mistake is the one outlier. I think it's mostly likely that you just didn't do so great in one class. Everyone makes mistakes. Luke looks grossly offended, either by the concept of making a mistake or his inclusion within the category of everyone. Flex, I had a 4.0. No, let's see, emphasize. Okay. I mean, I had a perfect GPA. The admin grimaces. Luke's eyebrow raises. Had? Yeah, but then I failed a class, so here I am, making up the life skills requirement over the summer, without student status for a discount. There's an unreadable expression on Luke's face. What happened to you? Did a professor set out to screw you over? No, actually. He hated that you were too good for him. Well, he was compensating for something missing in his own life by going on a power trip. Actually, my dad died. The office grows silent. The administrator becomes suddenly enthralled by her computer screen. She runs her thumb on the corner of the monitor to remove a smudge. Oh, my parents are divorced. He's trying to empathize with you. Maybe? Yeah, mine too. The air conditioning in this room is actually really loud. In a back office, someone coughs. A toilet flushes just down the hall. Maybe it's for the best. No need to find out how much emotional labor you can extract from the people around you. So, is there something... I need to fix my student status. It says I graduated, but I didn't. You can practically see her sag with relief. Something she can actually do. Of course. Do you have your diploma? With me? Right now? No, because I didn't actually graduate. Well, you'll need to return your diploma before I can make any changes. Okay, but I don't have one. Well, I can print one for you. Then, once you return it, we can make the appropriate changes to your status. I think you see Luke roll his eyes. So, you need to print my non-existent diploma so you can fix that it doesn't exist? Oh, it does exist, just virtually. But you can't return a virtual diploma, so you'll need to print it first. Hey, okay, let's print it then. Great, cash your check. I'm sorry? Cash your check. It'll be $50 to print your diploma. Luke snorts behind you. He mutters something that sounds like typical. But I don't actually need the diploma. I just need to return it to fix a mistake on my record. Right, and you need to have the diploma in order to return it. This logic seems airtight to me. I don't have $50 on me. Well, you can check out our postgraduate career resources next door. I haven't graduated. And see if there's a job posting you can apply for. Okay, yeah, sure, I'll do that. Look his head on your heels as you exit the office. Yikes! Any more red tape or you could gift this school as an overwrought holiday present. You know whose job you should take? The registrar's. Pretty sure it requires a bachelor's, which you have, obviously. Not until I pay $50. True, true. He shrugs it off like it's of no consequence. So, how's the dick? It's fine. I have it with me. Good, good. It's a good thing this course is a blow-off class, huh? I didn't need to take it, but I missed hanging out with Rom. Got a couple other courses I'm taking over the summer. This is my relaxing class. Well, this is the last requirement I'm missing, so I'm only taking this one. Could be a lot worse. At least you'll have time to work a job alongside classes. Luke stops in front of a piece of paper taped to the wall. Now hiring registrar assistant intern, summer students only. Hey, look, this is perfect for you. What's an assistant intern? Am I interning to be an assistant, or am I an assistant to an intern? I don't know. Does it matter? I guess not. It says I need a reference letter, though. You know who you should ask? Rom. Rom? Yeah, Professor Abbott, you know. I bet he's still holding office hours. You can run over. You can probably make it in time. You show that you're interested in his class and that you're a hustler. A hustler? The hustle is a social construct meant to control the masses by generating dreams and justifying failure. Sure, I could ask him for a reference. Professor Abbott's office is in the basement of the readout hall, tucked away at the very end of the hallway. Just outside his door is a dusty desk, the kind with a wooden L-shaped table attached to a flimsy plastic chair. It looks like no one has used it in ages. Where the hallway ends, there's a single closed door with an unlit exit sign above it. Someone has taped a piece of paper to its left with the word "No" in permanent marker. No exit. Maybe it used to be a fire escape at some point, but you don't think anyone has done any escaping through it recently. Oh, Kieran, it's good to see you. How was your first day of class? Professor Abbott nods when you enter. Is it Dan? Is his name Dan? I'm thinking Abnett, not Abbott. Okay, never mind. I'm dumb. He wasn't lying about his no emails rule. Unless he's hiding something under the mess of paper strewn about his desk, there's not a single electronic in sight. It was good, thanks. That was a good time to remember that you've never visited a professor's office in your 4 years at Corinth. Nice place. Every inch of the wall space is covered in overflowing bookshelves. A floral-themed calendar from last year hangs by the window. March, Forget-Me-Nots. It looks like he hasn't changed it in nearly 5 months. Also on his desk is a framed picture of him, a man, and 2 kids. Thank you. So, I know you said that you didn't take emails. I do not. So, I came by to ask for a reference for a job I'm applying for. It's an assistant intern position at the registrar. Are you an intern to an assistant, or an assistant to an intern? I'm not sure. Okay, what do you want me to write in your letter? Just something generic, I think. I guess I haven't been in your class very long. No, you haven't. You're starting to think that Professor may not be the best person to speak to your self-starter attitude and tireless work ethic. How is your object? How is your subject? How's your object doing? Oh, my object. Great. Good. Average, I would say about the same when I got it. May I see it? Grimacing, you reach into your backpack. Hi, Professor Abbott, are you... Cedric abruptly opens the door into the office. He freezes when he sees you. Oh, sorry, I can come back later. You can wait outside. I think there's a desk there. Cedric flushes and disappears quickly as he entered. This is your chance. Rotate the dick in your hand so you can cover the blemish. With the twist of your wrist, you awkwardly arrange your hand around the shaft so you grip the tilt like a sword, balls up. Cool, this doesn't look suspicious at all. Professor Abbott reaches for it like you're holding out an ice cream cone. You reluctantly hand over the dick. Professor Abbott picks it up and examines it, adjusting his spectacles with the other hand. It seems to be in good... Perhaps not. He gingerly hands it back to you, holding the shaft like you might hold the blades of a scissor. Well, there's still 3 weeks to go. He reclines in his seat. You only need to keep it in a good condition for the rest of the class. Yep. Well, if that's all, I'll have your reference for you by next week. Send Cedric in after you, will you? Dick literally in hand, you step out into the basement floor of the readout hall. Cedric is nowhere to be seen. The desk looks slightly less dusty than before. There might be a peach-shaped ash print on the seat, but it's impossible to know for sure. The sound of a door creaking shut catches your attention. You see Cedric disappear into the no-exit door at the end of the hallway. Hey, Cedric, wait up! You jog over to the door and give the handle an experimental turn. It opens without resistance. For some reason, it feels like it should have locked behind him. Cedric, Professor Abbott said you can come see him. Your voice echoes through the empty stairwell. The staircase winds downwards into inky darkness, lit only by the remnant light filtering in through the door you held open. This is definitely an OSHA violation. When you let go of the handle, the door starts to creak shut behind you. Oh, hell no! Childhood best friend or not, you're not about to get locked in a creepy stairwell for anyone. Wedging one foot between the door and its frame to prevent it from fully closing, you extend your other leg as far as it'll reach. You can straddle the edge of the topmost platform here, your toes dangling just above the first step. Hello? Anybody there? You can barely fit both your hand and the dick around the rail. Maybe if you stretch just a little bit more... Your forward foot slips out from under you. Your makeshift foot doorstop flies from its door-stopping position. The dick ejects from your hands and ricochets off the wall and down the steps. You have to use both hands to stop yourself from face-planting on the middle landing. The door slams shut behind you. Shit! You fly down the stairs, hearing the dildo bounce down flight after flight of steps. Man, how deep did this stairwell go? You're sure that you were already in the basement floor of the building? You can count 1 flight, then 2, then 4 before losing track. It's really pitch black now. You can't hear the bounce of the dick anymore, and you don't think you could even see it if it was here. With luck, you'd probably trip on it and break your neck. What a headline that would make. Talk about throwing out your back for a dick. Just as you consider giving up and moving back upstairs, you spot a light from one of the floors below. Distantly, you hear festive music and ambient chatter. It's an open door. What? You can see a grand hall. Seriously, like a capital H hall out of the movies. Complete with stained glass windows and hundreds of foot-tall ceilings. And 100-foot-tall ceilings, not hundreds of foot-tall ceilings. What the fuck? As you cross the threshold, you feel the cold stone of marble below your feet. A rib vault braces the cathedral-like structures, supporting a ceiling decorated with frescoes that are impossible to make out from your vantage point. At the very end of the hall appears to be some kind of congregation. People in old-timey fancy clothes mill about with goblets in one hand. What are you doing here? Ah, Jesus! Where did you come from? You shouldn't be here. He's not mad at you, he's worried? It's fine, I just need to grab something. We can pretend I never walked into this costume party. He scrunches up his nose the way he always did when you suggested something he didn't agree with. It's not... What do you even need to grab? Oh. What the fuck is happening here? Cedric, there you are. The people are waiting. Cedric nearly jumps out of his skin. Oh, my liege, I'll be right here. I'll be right there. Cedric clearly takes his role-playing very seriously. Oh, they're LARPing. Okay. The older man gives you a curious once-over. Maybe because you're the only one not in costume. Is this your friend, Cedric? I don't think we've met. Remus. Wolf extends his hand for you to take. Take his hand. You push down the rising panic as you take his hand in yours. The pad of his index fingers finds your wrist as he shakes. Strong, firm, and warm. King Remus, this is my friend who was just leaving. He looks at you meaningfully. Kieran, it's good to meet you, but I've got a pretty busy schedule, so I'll just be going. Cedric nods emphatically, and Remus almost looks disappointed. I see. Then it was a pleasure to make your acquaintance, Kieran. He claps you on the shoulder once for good measure, his paw heavy on your arm. I hope we meet again. Come, Cedric. The people need us. Let us give them what they want. Of course. I'll be right there, Your Highness. Cedric sees him off before turning to face you. Hail and well met? Seriously, you shouldn't be here. What's so important that you need to get anyways? The dick. I'm going to be honest. I dropped the ball. And the dick. And its balls. I swear, I just need to grab it and I'll get out of here. I already brought soap, so everything is going to be fine. Soap? Actually, no, I don't want to know. Go get whatever you need to, but make it quick, okay? I'll try to cover for you. Cedric pads away towards the crowd at the end of the hall. You can hear Remus starting a speech in the apse, his voice echoing throughout the assemblage. From the distance, you can barely make out some bits and pieces about farms and refugees and forthcoming disaster. Sounds like trouble in the Shire. There's a bronze statue of a man in the center of the foyer. I heard some people say foyer. It's taller than you, of a dark umber color and indistinguishable species. He has one foot on a rock and looks heroically off into the distance. A sculpted cape flows from around over his shoulders and unfurls onto the bronze-cast base. Someone has taken great pains to craft tiny metal blades of grass and pebbles by his feet. Just behind his back foot is a large boulder with a sword embedded in it. The sword doesn't look like the rest of the sculpture, actually. It looks like a real blade made of steel and silver. It's cool, but at the end of the day, it's not the sword you're looking for. Check the cabinets along the wall. The decorative cabinets on the right are made of a thick, sturdy wood. You can actually feel where the knots have been sanded down and lacquered over. Inside is mostly crystal and china diningware, each marked with some kind of royal heraldry. It seems to depict the man from the statue, except he's decked out with a crown, a sword, and shield, and jewelry around his neck. Cool. No dick, though. You're about to resign yourself to another failed class when you spot something hot pink out of the corner of your eye. Jackpot! More like Jack Knot. The dick has rolled under one of the cabinets, far, far back against the wall. You have to get on all fours just to get a good view of it. Gross, it's covered in dust bunnies. You sidle up to it, pressing your cheek to the cold floor as you try to wedge your arm under the cabinet. No luck. You can't figure under there, let alone reach the wall. You need something long and thin to stick under there. As you get to your feet, you spot Cedric staring at you from the back of the crowd. He takes his head in a series of minute, terse movements. His eyes dart nervously to the side, and, following his gaze, you spy the familiar-looking backs of your classmates, Wes and Luke. Man, did they meet through this stuff? Why didn't Cedric ever tell you he was joining a Renaissance LARP? This can't help but feel a little betrayed. You flash him a thumbs up. You actually have a great idea. Treading quietly across the hall, you stand in front of the bronze statue with the sword buried in the rock. You reach for its hilt. Alright, guys and gals, I'm going to go ahead and pause it right here. Thank you all so much for watching. Just wish me a safe flight and everything. I'll be making my way to my new home in California. Anyway, y'all, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. If a super thanks, or tip if you can, it always helps. Until the next video, I love you all. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye!